Yeah, what a place to have a dressing room.
Come on. Go over here, sit down.
Whoa.
Not there. No, but sit down.
Hey.
What?
Hey, there's a microphone.
Yes.
Oh, I can't resist microphones.
You can't resist microphones?
No, it's better than glue sniffing to me.
Sniffing microphones?
No, singing through them.
Oh, you like to sing through a microphone, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't get the thrill, don't you?
I'll walk beside you.
Oh, I love that sort of singing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
Hey, can
best
I?
bit of class. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honour to present Britain's very own gift to the opera, Norman Wisdom.
Now, would you be so gracious, thank you? I'll walk beside you now. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. I'll walk beside you through the court line. I'll walk beside you through the world today, while dreams and songs and flowers bless your way. Play that music, will you play the music? I'll walk beside you through the world today, while dreams and songs and flowers bless your way. Come into your eyes, right, I'll walk beside you through the world. Look here, there's something wrong, you know. I mean, I find it so awfully difficult to get in. I don't know why I put up with it. I've never had all this trouble before, and I've sung all over the place. Don't you worry. Town hall and bigger places than this. Don't you take... What's the use? Everything happens to me. It's always the same. I could be happy. I know I could. Especially tonight with a wonderful opportunity of being... Especially tonight with... Especially tonight. Well, here we are at the BBC studio.
Norman!
And there writes Stephen...
Norman! Classic comedy, that is. That's what I call absolute classic comedy, man. And I wasn't kidding, was I, when I said it was 34 years ago when we did that review at the Cambridge Theatre.
Absolutely right.
Produced by Cecil Landau, who gave you a very hard time because it was a showcase for you.
And you had we were both in it.
Well, I was very small. I was Wines and Spirits. You were the new star who was being showcased in that show.
One of the top three. It was Dougie Bing, myself, and Moira Lister.
Moira Lister. Do you remember the rest of the people in that show?
And, well, you'll help me, I'm sure. There was Halama and Kanarski.
Halama and Kanarski were the top dance act of the day.
And Tommy Cooper, of course.
Tommy Cooper, who was a brand new comedian.
Bob Monkhouse.
Some few weeks ago.
And Norman Wisdom.
Yeah. And in the chorus?
In the chorus was Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn, dancing as an unknown chorus girl.
That's right, yeah. But the lineup in the finale on the opening night, do you remember that?
Yes.
And we're standing there, and it was customary for the audience at that time to sort of applaud and shout anybody in particular they thought had done well, you see.
That's right.
And nobody had done well. So we stood in the line there, and suddenly from right up the top in the gods was the shout there, Norman Wisdom! And again, Norman Wisdom! am.
I remember.
And again, and Cecil Landau came along the line, and he took me by the elbow and put me out a couple of paces, and then we heard just a slight applause from the audience, like they had gloves on. and then we heard, "Well done, Norman Wisdom!" And I stepped back into the line there, so embarrassed, really. And you know who it was?
Who?
My mother.
I never knew that. Was it really?
It was my mother. I never even told her off about it. Because she'd have sloshed me.
But even then, I mean, in those sketches and in that show, you had already discovered that you were basically a visual comedian. A comedian who used his whole body and face to tell a joke.
Oh, yes, that's absolutely right.
You never told stories, did you?
Well, like jokes as such.
Well, yeah.
I used to tell jokes at one time early on, but they would... Trouble was, they were so funny I couldn't help laughing at them myself, you see. But I'm all right now, because I've been practicing. I never laugh now. I go straight through a joke. I don't even snicker.
Marvellous.
So...
Thank you very much, would you?
Oh, what, now?
Now.
In front of...
In front of, obviously.
What, you mean without laughing?
Yeah, without laughing. Without laughing.
I was walking down the street the other day. I was walking down the street the other day, and I saw some man laying in the road with his ear to a manhole cover. So I went over to him. I said, "What are you doing down there?" I was walking down the street the other day, saw some man laying in the road with his ear to a manhole cover. I went over to him. I said, "What are you doing down What are you doing down there? And he said, "Here, you have a listen." So I got... Hey, what do you think of that?
You didn't finish the joke.
Oh, no. Oh, well. So he said, "Here, you have a listen." So I got down and put my ear to the manhole cover, and I said, "I can't hear anything." He says, "I know." He said, "It's been like that all day."
Found that out so early.
Yeah, you know, it's just stomach, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, that extraordinary fact that it's infectious. You start laughing, everyone starts laughing.
There's different ways you can do it, too. That's the thing. I mean... Have you ever been on stage with someone and they've had what you call a cod dry?
Oh, yes, but then you really get the tickles and you can't speak. And that's an occasion when you shouldn't laugh and you mustn't laugh. And that makes it worse.
I tell you one, if you're having a passport photograph taken, you see.
Oh, yes.
No smiling.
You mustn't smile.
Oh, no,
you mustn't smile because it's against the law or something to smile.
I know, yeah. Hey, I'll tell you. Hey, let's imagine that I'm a client.
And I'm the photographer.
Yes.
You're going to make a straight man out of me again, aren't you? I've longed to be Jerry Desmond again, I have. I'll be the photographer, right? In the photographer sketch, right?
Yeah.
Passport. Now, say, it is a passport photograph you want, isn't it?
Yes, please,
Yes, fine.
yes.
Please sit there, and this won't take a moment. We'll soon have you, No, would you please sit down over there? Sir. Right. This won't take a moment. Ready now? This is a passport photograph. There's no smiling. Are you ready now? This is a passport photograph. No smiling, please. Sir! Are you ready? Oh, look, how many times do I have to tell you? I mean, what do you want this passport picture for?
I was going on holiday.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm going.
I'm going abroad.
I'm glad to hear it. If you're going abroad, you will need a passport. I suggest you stop smiling. Please, sir. Are you ready?
No, wait a minute. One minute. I'll tell you when. Right, when? Hurry up.
There's only one way we're going to settle this here.
Oh, dear. I didn't hurt you, did I, with this?
No, but I wouldn't want people at home to think I'd hit... I mean, there's kids would cry if I hit Norman. You better hit me, make sure everyone knows it doesn't hurt.
Just to prove that you didn't really hurt me.
I know, please. Good jobbers. Did I just do that to you?
Go on, then. No more.
No more. Let's promise not to hurt one another.
Get to the age where I can't take it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. But you know, going back, I did usst to tell jokes, really.
I know you did
And
once.
without laughing. Yes. Providing they weren't funny. Yeah. Like, you know, the man up the road who's got a dog with no legs.
No.
And he used to call it Cigarette. Because at night time he had to take it out for a drag.
Norman, when you
The bus driver.
Yes.
The bus driver who just reported to the bus depot, you see, because he'd been out of work for months and now he'd passed the test. And he was a bus driver and he was sitting waiting in the cabin of the bus, you see, just waiting to move off and very excited about it. And the inspector went over to him and he said, well, what are you waiting for? The driver said, well, I'm waiting for the conductor. The inspector said, you're waiting for the conductor. You are the conductor. You're the conductor and the driver. And the driver said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise that. Well, how stupid of me. You mean, of course, he said, when the people get on board, you collect the fares. When they want to get off, you stop the bus and let them get off. And he said, right, now I know what you're talking about. And off he went. And 20 minutes later, the inspector had an emergency call about the same bus, so he went tearing out the spot, and he couldn't believe it. There was the bus on its side in the middle of a pond. And the driver was sitting soaking wet through to the skin on the embankment of the pond, and he looked, he didn't have to look in a terrible state, and the inspector went over to him and said, what happened? The driver said, I don't know. I was upstairs collecting the fares. So I'm getting to tell jokes, you see. There's a lady sitting in the restaurant and she's dining and having a nice meal, but obviously she had a very bad cold. She had one handkerchief stuffed up the sleeve and another one down here, see? And halfway through the meal, she wanted to blow her nose, so she went for the handkerchief. It was gone. So she went for the other one, and she'd been fumbling around there for 2 or 3 minutes. She suddenly realised there was a tense atmosphere in the place. Everybody was looking at her, and she said, well, I had 2 when I came in.
Right. Norman, when you were
What's up?
You didn't interrupt me that time.
It's your turn.
My turn. When you were filming The Square Peg, do you remember out of the films you've made, The Square Peg, you played a Nazi general? Remember
Yes,
this?
yes.
And you had to use... And I'd never before heard you use a dialect, because accents, and you can do them.
I like them. I love accents messing about, you know, no matter whether it's from Wales or whatever, you know it. And, you know, that reminds me of a thought that I've had that I mentioned to you earlier, and that is, out of all British singers, I would say about 90% use American accents. Now, why is that? I've never heard an American singing with an English accent, did you?
No, never.
I mean, why would I can't give you anything but love?
It's very good, you know, Norman. You ought to do that properly over there where they can see you. Harry, from the top. Go
ahead. I can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while. You
looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets, Woolworths would not sell, baby. Till that lucky day, you know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love.
You've got to be a musician to do that, Norman. You are a musician, of course, aren't you, Norman? Well, you are a musician, so why don't you show us? If you'd be so gracious. Norman, you do everything in show business. We've seen you dance and we've seen you sing and play musical instruments. You even write songs.
Oh, we haven't got time to write a song, have we?
Just to mention some of the ones you've written, because you've written some smashing songs. Just mention a few, like you know, Beware.
Well, because I keep forgetting them.
Hey, up
Beware.
in the world, please.
That's
Up
right.
in the world, please.
And
Opportunity.
the Bath song, which you can't remember, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Bath song.
Why is it that you? I think, eh? And yes,
Follow a Star.
yes.
The one I love most, I suppose everyone does, is Don't Laugh at Me.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that now.
Yes. You wrote that for a film.
What did I write it for? Eh?
You wrote it for a film.
Oh, which film was that?
It was called Trouble in Store.
Cool, that was my...
The first film for Rank.
But that's right.
And it won
for which I got...
Academy Award.
An Academy Award.
for that.
Fancy you remember that, yes.
You heard the applause of this audience here tonight, just as they represent everyone at home. Don't laugh at me, because I'm a fool. Such a beautiful song.
What do you mean? What do you want me to...
Well, obviously, I mean...
I'm not good looking.
Sounds better with this.
I'm not good looking. not too smart. I may be foolish, but I've got her heart. I love the flowers, I love the sun, but when I try to love the girls, they laugh at me and run. Don't laugh at me, 'cause I'm a fool. I know it's true, yes, I'm a fool. No one seems to care. I'd give the world to share my life with someone who really loves me. I see them all falling in love, but my lucky star hides up above. Someday, maybe, my star will shine on me. Don't laugh at me, 'cause I'm a fool.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been, I mean, if you want to end a series on the right note about comedy and comedians, how could you do better? Ladies and gentlemen, I thank all my guests throughout the series. Join us next year. Don't miss it. It wouldn't be the same without you.
Can I come again?
Please, Norman. See you. Next year, don't be late.
Bye.